Hey everybody, welcome to the Lansing Area Ukulele Group April Strum and Sing. It's spring and we want to celebrate with a great selection of songs. We have songs about flowers, we got songs about baseball, we've got all kinds of great stuff. We've got a guest leader going to do a song by the Beatles, and we also have a couple opportunities to play along with the original artists of some of these songs. So get your ukulele tuned up, get ready, and let's spring into spring. Oh, 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 oh. It's spring, and you know what's coming out. It's not just flowers and robins, it's bugs. Oh my gosh. Well, this is a song about there ain't no bugs on... No. Well, there ain't no bugs on me anymore. Great song, fun song to sing with kids. It's got all kinds of crazy lyrics in it. A bunch of terrible puns, which of course makes it something that really appeals to me. And it's only 2 chords, which is great. It's got a D chord, 2-2-2-0, and a G chord, 0-2-3-2. And it just goes on and on and on. I mean, these are only like half of the lyrics in the song. But, so it's just regular bend strum. 2 and the 4, the accent. And that's pretty much it. After each verse, we're going to sing the chorus, There Ain't No Bugs on Me. I don't think so. Okay. Here we go. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. D. G. There ain't no bugs on me. There ain't no bugs on me. There may be bugs on some of you mugs, but there ain't no bugs on me. Junie bug comes in the month of June. Lightning bug comes in May. Bed bug comes any old time, but he ain't gonna stay. Chorus. There ain't no bugs on me. There ain't no bugs on me. There may be bugs on some of you mugs, but there ain't no bugs on me. Mosquito, he flies high. Mosquito, he flies low. If old mosquito land on me, he ain't gonna fly no more. Oh, there ain't no bugs on me. There ain't no bugs on me. There may be bugs on some of you mugs, but there ain't no bugs on me. A peanut was sitting on a railroad track. His heart was all aflutter. A log came a choo-choo down the track. He said, toot toot, peanut butter. There ain't no bugs on me. There ain't no bugs on me. There may be bugs on some of you mugs, but there ain't no bugs on me. We had a cat down on the farm. She ate a ball of yarn. And when the little kittens were born, they all had sweaters on. Oh, there ain't no bugs on me. There ain't no bugs on me. There may be bugs on some of you mugs, but there ain't no bugs on me. A doctor fell into a well, broke his collarbone. I think he should tend to the sick and leave the well alone. Oh, there ain't no bugs on me. There ain't no bugs on me. There may be bugs on some of you mugs, but there ain't no bugs on me. Little bugs have littler bugs sitting on their backs too. bugs have still littler bugs. So ad infinitum, oh, there ain't no bugs on me. There ain't no bugs on me. There may be bugs on some of you mugs, but there ain't no bugs on me. Oh, there ain't no bugs on me. There ain't no bugs on me. There may be bugs on some of you mugs, but there ain't no bugs on me. There ain't no bugs on me. Well, maybe just a couple. I know spring is here when I see the red robin bobbing along. They're out there looking for worms, pecking around in the grass. They're making a nest on my porch, which I love. I love seeing the little baby robins sticking their heads up, waiting for food from their mom. So this is a cheery little tune, and let's go through it. Pretty straightforward. C, G 7th, F, A minor, D 7th. Now we have a G diminished chord, and it's really pretty straightforward to play, especially in this context, because it comes in between two G 7ths. So we know our G 7th, 0, 2, 1, 2, and the G diminished is 0, 2, 0, 2. So the easy way to play it is, here's your G 7th. Lift up your index finger, slide these two fingers down to the first fret, and then slide them back up to the second fret and put your index finger down. Okay, that's pretty straightforward. F to the F minor, which is a bit of a switch, right? 2, 0, 1, 0 to 1, 0, 1, 3. You can do the Ben F minor cheat if you want, and just go F, lift up the middle finger and put your ring finger on the 3rd fret, which is the C note on the A string. Okay? Da, 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 da. Or ba, 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 ba. Sounds pretty much the same either way. And then we have an A diminished, which is your typical diminished shape on the 2nd fret. 2, 3, 2, 3. And since it comes after C, I like to go, I'm just a kid again, doing what I did again, singing a song. So a little rundown there. C, B, diminished. We also use something similar to that in Take Me Out to the Ball Game, but we go from a C to an A 7th. So I think that's it. Pretty much a bend strum. I kind of... 1, 2, 3. I'm kind of chucking it a little on the 2 and the 4. But as long as you accent on the 2 and the 4, that'll be good. So we got the Magic Band going here. So let's play it. I really do love this song. It's spring. I love it. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. When the red robin comes bobbing along, there'll be no more sobbing when he starts throbbing his old sweet song. Wake up, you sleepyhead. Get up, get out of bed. Cheer up, the sun is red. Live, love, laugh and be happy. What if I've been blue? Now I'm walking through fields of flowers. Rain may glisten, but still I listen for hours and hours. Well, I'm just a kid again, doing what I did again, singing a song. When the red robin comes bobbing along, G7th, turn around and do the whole song again. When the red, red robin comes bob, bob, bobbing along, along. There'll be no more sobbing when he starts throbbing his old sweet song. Wake up, you sleepyhead. Get up, get out of bed. Cheer up, the sun is red. Live, love, laugh and be happy. What if I've been blue? Now I'm walking through fields of flowers. Rain may glisten, but still I'm listening for hours and hours. Well, I'm just a kid again, doing what I did again, singing a song. When the red, red robin comes, bob, bob, tag it. The red, red robin comes, bob, bob, bob it. The red, red robin comes, bob, bob, bob it along. It's bob, bob, bobbing along. What a great song. Red, Red Robin.
Hi there, it's Amber Roselle, aka C.A. Jones, here in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, home of North Hill String Studio and the Steel City Ukuleles. Today we're going to be playing Here Comes the Sun. If you'd like to stick with the main strumming pattern, stay right here in this big frame. If you would like to try the picking pattern, go to the upper right. If you would like to try a slightly more complicated strumming pattern with triplets, go to the lower right. And I almost forgot something. We're going to take that top line of the intro and play it 2 times, and we're also going to take the last D and hang on to it just for 1 second of drama. Okay, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, ready, go! Sun, 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 here it Thanks.
Man. Oh, that's right. Sorry, man. I was just daydreaming. I forgot we had a song to do. In fact, the name of the song is Daydream by the Lovin' Spoonful. What a great song. This song, I don't know, it just reminds me, it gets nice. You're laying back on somebody's new mowed lawn, just chilling out, right? Blowing off all the stuff you got to do and just daydreaming about those good times. Oh, yeah, but we do have to play the song. All right, the chords in this are pretty straightforward. G, E 7th, A minor, D 7th, and A 7th. So there's a couple different parts here. The verse pretty much just goes, I like to do mostly downstrokes with a little up. So I like to go 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2, 3. And I'm kind of muting a little bit in between the strums with my fretting hand. By just slightly loosening on the strings. So that's the way I like to play the verses. That's the way the intro goes, the verses. And then even if time ain't really on my side, that's more a regular bend strum, and the chords come pretty quick. And even if time ain't really on my side, it's one of those days for taking a walk outside. I'm blowing the day to take a walk in the sun. Fall on my face in somebody's new mowed lawn. Okay, so there's basically those two parts. We have a little break there where you can whistle or kazoo over the verse chords. And then at the end, you're whistling or kazooing over that, I don't know what that is. It's not really a chorus or verse. We'll call it the B part, the C, A 7th, G, E 7th. Okay? They're a really fun song. I love this song. I've always loved this song. So here's how it goes. John Stephen French, if you're at home, you can play your harmonica on this because this has a really good harmonica part on it. All right? So let's start it off with the intro just on the G. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Here we go. What a day for a daydream. What a day for a daydreaming boy. Now I'm lost in a daydream, dreaming about my bundle of joy. And even if time ain't really on my side, it's one of those days for taking a walk outside. I'm blowing the day to take a walk in the sun, and fall on my face in somebody's new mowed lawn. I've been having a sweet dream. I've been dreaming since I woke up today. Starred me and my sweet thing, 'cause she's the one that makes me feel this way. And even if time has passed me by a lot, I couldn't care less about the dues you say I got. Tomorrow I'll pay the dues for dropping my load. A pie in the face for being a sleepy bulldog. Whistle now. Sure that if you're feeling right, a daydream will last along into the night. Tomorrow at breakfast you may prick up your ears, Or you may be daydreaming for 1,000 years. What a day for a daydream. Custom made for a daydreaming boy. And I'm lost in a daydream. Dreaming about my bundle of joy. All right, all the hard work's done. I'm going back to daydreaming. Our next song is by the late, great Johnny Nash. Now, Johnny wrote this song in 1972 and recorded it. It was a big hit, #1 hit for him. Kind of had a really cool reggae feel to it. And it was also recorded by Jimmy Cliff, who did a version of it for the movie Cool Runnings, which is an awesome movie if you've never seen that. And Ray Charles had like a cool, like soulful version of it too, and other people have recorded it. Of course, we lost Johnny in October. Apparently not one of the COVID casualties, but he was 80 years old, and I guess it was just his time. So like I said, this has a reggae feel to it. The chords are D, G, A, C, F. We're all used to those. But then we have a C sharp minor and a B minor. Now you may be familiar with playing B minor in certain songs. You bar across the 2nd fret and put your ring finger on the 4th fret on the G string. Okay, this is basically the A minor shape moved up 2 frets to B minor. But then we also have a C sharp minor. Now, how are we going to do that? Well, let's take this same shape, B minor, C minor, C sharp minor. So we're on the 4th fret with that same shape. Okay, so that comes in mainly in this little instrumental bridge, which Johnny sings it so nicely. His voice just carries and floats along. It's beautiful. So what I like to do here, especially in this part, as long as I'm playing this C sharp minor as a bar, why don't I play the G as a bar? Okay, so the G as a bar chord is this, right? It's the F shape, F sharp, G. So we're on the 2nd fret, barring across the 2nd fret with the F shape underneath it. Now we also have an A chord in here somewhere in some parts, and it goes between the G and the A, so you can actually use the bar on both of those if you want. G, A, okay? And a lot of times when I'm doing that, I will play my D chord. I would just kind of bar across the 2nd fret and just hit the first 3 strings closest to my head. You guys, if you've seen me play before, you're used to this, right? So like I said, the beat, the rhythm is a reggae feel, and it goes like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, and 3, and 4, 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and 1, 2, 3, and 4, 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and 1, 2, and 3, and 4, 2, and 3, and 4, and 1, 2, 3, and 4, 1, 2, 3, and 4, 1, 2, 3, and 4, and 1, 2, 3, and 4. All right, so that's the rhythm I'm doing through the whole song. If I was performing it with the Ukulele Kings, we'd probably throw a couple different strums in there. But if you use that same strum, bop, 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 all the way through, it fits perfectly. Okay? So let's give it a try. Great song. I think it's a great song that is a song of hope, song of spring. Spring is a time of hope, right? So let's play it right now, along with Mr. Johnny Nash himself. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4.
I can see clearly now the rain is gone. I can see all obstacles in my way. Gone are the dark clouds that had me blind. It's gonna be a bright, 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 sunshiny day. It's gonna be a bright, bright, sunshiny day. I think I can make it now. The pain is gone. All of the bad feelings have disappeared. Here is that rainbow I've been praying for. It's gonna be a bright, bright, sunshiny day. Look all around, there's nothing but blue skies. Look straight ahead, nothing but blue I can see clearly now the rain is gone. I can see all obstacles in my way. Gone are the dark clouds that had me blind. It's gonna be a bright, bright, sunshiny day. Oh, it's gonna be a bright, sunshiny day. It's gonna be so bright, oh yeah. Oh, what a bright, bright, sunshiny day. Oh yeah, yeah.
One of my favorite things about spring is that's when you hear the voice of the turtle. And that's when baseball starts. Yes, all late spring, summer, into the fall, almost every day, my constant companion is Detroit Tigers baseball. I listen on the radio. I don't hardly ever watch it on TV because I don't want to just sit in front of the TV when it's so nice out. But with the radio, you can go wherever you want and listen to it. And baseball is a perfect radio sport. And the finest announcer ever for Detroit Tigers baseball was Ernie Harwell. Ernie Harwell was like my hero. I used to listen to him all the time as a kid and on up through, young adulthood. He was also a songwriter. I don't know if you knew that. He wrote a bunch of songs, mostly country songs. And one day I was at a book signing and one of his books, and we got to talking about writing music. And he sent me a typewritten list of all the songs he'd written, which I thought was real special. And, I loved Ernie so much, I wrote this song about him called The Voice of Summer. And it's just kind of brings back my memories of listening to him. And I gave it to him. And I actually left it off at the press box. I didn't actually physically hand it to him. And I had it on a little cassette called Tiger's Tunes. And it had, what did it have? Well, that was the first time I gave it to him. I gave it to him twice. It was on a cassette called Tiger's Tunes with the great song called I Want to Be a Tiger. And then I recorded it later with Pat Malloy playing on it, Mike Shimon playing percussion on it. We recorded it with Ian Gorman, and much better recording. And that one I dropped off at the booth. And the next day, this is when I was a sales rep, I was at Overture Audio in Ann Arbor, and my phone rang, and I picked it up, and he goes, "Hi, Ben, this is Ernie Harwell." I'm like, "Oh." And I told the guys at the store there, I go, "I'm going to take a minute. Ernie Harwell is on the phone." They're going, "The Ernie Harwell?" I'm going, "Yeah." So he goes, "Well, I really wanted to thank you for that nice song. It's such a great song. I really feel honored, that you wrote a song like that about me." And I said, "Ernie," I go, "I'm honored that you took the time to give me a call, that you liked it so much." And it just made my day. It was awesome. And then later on, this song, Voice of Summer, and another song I wrote about Tiger Stadium, which was my favorite place to go watch baseball. Both of those songs in 2010 were admitted into the archives in the National Baseball Hall of Fame in Cooperstown. So that's one of the things I'm most proud of in my musical career, that and being played on the Dr. Demento radio show. But that's a whole nother story. So anyway, the original song is in the key of E, which, as you know, is not the greatest ukulele key. So I transposed it down to C for us to learn. And it's really pretty straightforward. It's really only the Fantastic Four songs, the Fantastic Four chords, which is the 1, 4, 5, and the minor 6. So in the key of C, that's C, and then the 4 chord is F, 5 chord is G, and the minor 6 is A minor. But since we're doing it in this key, I did a couple of different little things in. I'm doing a C to a C suspended 4th, and then an F to an F add C. So the intro is going to go like this. So it's C, C suspended, F with the C, C, C suspended, F, F, C. And it's pretty easy, as far as playing it then. So you go C, suspended 4th with your index finger on the 1st fret on the E string. And then you add the 2nd fret on the G string for the F chord, lift up off the C. That's a regular F chord, right? And then add that C note, the 3rd fret on the A string. So that's pretty much it. It's pretty much a straight rhythm to it, straight bend strum. Let's play it. This song means a lot to me, and I hope you enjoy it as well. The Voice of Summer. A 1, a 2, a 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. The first voices I remember were those of my mom and dad. The second voice turned out to be the best friend I ever had. Everywhere I go, and everything I do, I was never far from my radio, listening to the orange and blue. He's the voice of summer, calling on my radio. What I'd ever do without him, I don't wanna know. Well, I guess that I'd be left there standing like a house by the side of the road, without the voice of summer on my radio. He followed me through high school and on to college too. And that night I cried when my grandfather died. He was there to fill his shoes. I learned so much about it all from the stories he would share. When I couldn't make it to the park, it made me feel like I was there. He's the voice of summer, calling on my radio. What I'd ever do without him, I don't wanna know. Well, I guess that I'd be left there standing like a house by the side of the road, without the voice of summer on my radio. I was staying up past my bedtime, praying for some instant runs, and wondering how he ever knew where all the people in the park were from. Well, the times, they are a-changin'. Nothing seems to be the same. No more crowds at Michigan and Trumbull, and only millionaires play the game. But some things should last forever. At least that's how I'd like them to stay. I'll hear Ernie inside my head every time I watch the Tigers play. He's the voice of summer, calling on my radio. What I'd ever do without him, I don't wanna know. Well, I guess I'd be left there standing like a house by the side of the road, without the voice of summer. He's a voice of summer. Yeah, the voice of summer on my radio. He's the voice of summer. Yeah, the voice of summer. The voice of summer. And he's long gone. Voice of summer. Man, how I miss Ernie Harwell when Tigers baseball comes along. Well, we're about at the 7th inning stretch of our laugh, strum, and sing here. And rather than do the chicken dance or maybe the YMCA, I thought we should do Take Me Out to the Ball Game. Since it's spring and it's all about baseball in my mind. This is a song written in 1908 by Jack Norworth and Albert von Tilzer. And actually, Jack Norworth wrote the words to it. He was riding on a subway and saw something about a ball game. And he wrote these words and brought them to Albert. And he wrote the music. And it became Take Me Out to the Ball Game. Now, the part we're going to do today is the chorus. You know, the part we're all familiar with that we sing at the 7th inning stretch. But it actually has a longer history that more words and lyrics and history behind it. Jack Norworth at the time was married, but he was going out with this woman named Trixie Fraganza, which is like the greatest name in the world. Anyway, she was an actress and also a suffragist. So she was out there campaigning for women's right to vote, and she loved baseball. She'd get up there and just like any man out there in the crowd, she'd be yelling at the umpires and cheering and everything. And so he wrote this song with her in mind, changing her name in the song to Katie Casey, was baseball mad. So there are actually 4 verses to it, and we're not going to do those today because our friend Julia is going to do it the whole song next week with the My Cup Strum. So I'll give you some information for that so you can tune in. And so we'll just do the chorus. And this chorus, I have a couple stories of my own about this. When I was teaching in China, I taught them this song. And rather than sing root, root, root for the home team, which is pretty lame, I sang root, root, root for the Tigers, right? Because that's my home team. And so as far as all my students there know, home team is not part of the song. It's Tigers. And another little anecdote I have about this song was when I was working with special needs children at Clinton County RESA, there was a young man named Josh who was very physically and mentally impaired, really did not, could not speak, had a lot of, physical issues. He loved heavy metal music. So at one time on the ukulele, I learned AC/DC's You Shook Me All Night Long, which was pretty interesting. But he also loved this song, Take Me Out to the Ball Game. And when it came for its 1, 2, 3 strikes, you're out, he would just get this biggest smile on his face and do 1. And it was just beautiful. It was so cool to watch. So this song has so many meanings for me in so many different ways. But let's go over the chords real quick. Really, everything's pretty straightforward, except that A diminished chord, which we don't use a lot, which is 2, 3, 2, 3. And then the other thing it has in here is a cool little rundown, what I like to play, a rundown from the C to the A7th. Okay, so it's... So you see what we're doing there. There's our C chord, our ring finger on the 3rd fret on the A string, 2nd fret, open, A7. Okay, so try to throw that in on the 1, 2, 3, the intro and the 1, 2, 3 strikes you're out. And what we'll do is we'll go through the whole song. We'll do a turnaround, which will be a G chord at the end, and start it over again. And we'll sing the 1, 2, 3 strikes you're out at the old ball game twice at the end. All right? And make sure you say Cracker Jack and not Cracker Jacks. The name of the treat is Cracker Jack, not Cracker Jacks. Singular, not plural. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Take me out to the ball game. Take me out with the crowd. Buy me some peanuts and Cracker Jack. I don't care if I never get back. Let me root for the Tigers. If they don't win, it's a shame. For it's 1, 2, 3 strikes, you're out at the old ball game. G chord and start over. Take me out to the ball game. Take me out with the crowd. Buy me some peanuts and Cracker Jack. I don't care if I never get back. Let me root for the Tigers. If they don't win, it's a shame. For it's 1, 2, 3 strikes, you're out at the old ball game. Let's tag it here. For it's 1, 2, 3 strikes, you're out at the old ball game. Let's play ball. All right, this next song was suggested by one of our PT strummers. Spanish Harlem is a song we've done in our group, and she said, well, this song reminds me of spring with the rose in Spanish Harlem. So I thought, well, this is a great song to do. It's written by Lieber and Stoller. Benny King had the big hit with it, and it's pretty straightforward. It only has 3 chords, C, F, and G. But the cool thing about this is the little lick that's in the song. This kind of defines the whole song, along with the beat of it, the rhythm of it. So the lick is our double stops mainly, we call these. So if we look at the tablature there at the top, we're going to have our index finger on the 7th fret of the A string and our middle finger on the 8th fret of the E string. So it goes. And then we slide down and we have 2 frets separating our notes. We've got the 5th fret on the A string and the 7th fret on the E string. And we slide down to the 3rd and 5th frets, then back up to the 5th and 7th frets. So that part goes. Okay, and that little lick is always played over the C chord. So if you're not ready to play the lick yet, you can strum along on the C chord over that part. So the strum, we're going to use an arpeggiated bend strum or else a calypso strum. So this means we're going to arpeggiate or play the notes individually on the second beat. So it's going to go like this. I'll just do it in C. I'm doing the arpeggiation with my thumb. You can do it any way you want. 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and 1, 2, and 3, and 4. Or you can do an actual calypso strum, which goes like this: 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and 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 1. 1, 2, and 3, and 4. So it's got that little mute there. Whichever one you want to do. It sounds cool. I like the calypso strum the best, but the arpeggiated strum works just fine. So let's give it a shot here. We've got our magic band playing with us on this one. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. There is a rose in Spanish Harlem, a red rose up in Spanish Harlem. It is a special one, it's never seen the sun. It only comes out when the moon is on the run and all the stars are gleaming. It's growing in the street right up through the concrete, but soft and sweet and dreaming. There is a rose in Spanish Harlem, a red rose up in Spanish Harlem, with eyes as black as coal that look down in my soul and start a fire there, and then I lose control. I have to beg your pardon. I'm gonna pick that rose and watch her as she grows in my garden. There is a rose in Spanish Harlem, a red rose up in Spanish Harlem, with eyes as black as coal that look down in my soul and start a fire there, and then I lose control. I have to beg your pardon. I'm gonna pick that rose and watch her as she grows in my garden. Spanish Harlem, great place to be. Well, spring is all about flowers, right? So here's a song about wildflowers by the late great Tom Petty. It's pretty straightforward as far as the chords. We have a B flat, which I know you all love, F, C, a G, and a D minor. Okay, so those are pretty straightforward. We've played all those chords before. But the thing about this song is it's got a lot of quick chord changes, but then it has a lot of not so quick chord changes. And sometimes it plays the chord longer than other times. So I've put these hash marks on there to kind of let you know how long to play the chords. So the intro with the B flat, F, C, and F, if you see there's 4 slash marks. So that's really basically one measure. And we're going to do a regular bend strum, accent on the 2 and the 4. And so the intro goes like this. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. B flat, F, C, F, B flat, F, C, F. And that's the way the verses go. You belong among the wildflowers. You belong in a boat out at sea. Okay, so that's the intro is just like the verses. Now at the end of the first verse there, you belong somewhere you'll feel free to. 2, 3, 4, 3, 4. So if you see there's 4 sets of hash marks. So I guess there's slash marks. I don't know, whatever. There's 4 sets of them. So that means we're going to do 4 measures. Okay. And it has the phrasing. Sometimes the chord comes in the middle of a word, or sometimes it comes after the word. So I wrote it out exactly as it goes. So you can actually even play along with the video in this key and get it. Okay. So the other part is this little instrumental bridge. So this has a lot of quick switching. So let me go from the last line of the second verse or chorus or whatever it is into the instrumental part. So it goes, you belong somewhere you'll feel free to. 2, 3, 4. Then it goes B flat, F, D minor, and G, and C. 2 measures, 1 measure, 1 measure, 1, 2 measures. 2 measures, 1 measure, 1 measure, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay? So you see that in that part it just goes B flat, F, D minor, and G, and C for 2 measures. Then B for 1 measure, D minor for 1 measure, and C for 2 measures. B flat, F, D minor, G, and C. 2 measures. 1 measure, 1 measure, and 4. Back into the verse. Run away. Okay, so that's the way the song goes. Just be ready to switch some chords really quickly and you'll be good. It's a great song. It's a lot of fun. It would be great to have some nice harmonies in it. So who knows? Maybe we'll have some. Wildflowers by Tom Petty. I am so happy that I get to sing this song about wildflowers by Tom Petty with my very own wildflower, Rhea. Yeah.
Yep.
She never gets embarrassed when I say stuff like this, right?
Not after 5,000 times.
Here we go. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. You belong among the wildflowers. You belong in a boat out at sea. flowers. You belong somewhere you'll feel free. Run away, find you a lover. Go away somewhere bright and new. I have seen no other who compares with you. You belong among the wildflowers. You belong in a boat out at sea. You belong with your love on your arm. You belong somewhere you'll feel free. Run away, go find a lover. Run away, let your heart be your guide. You deserve the deepest of cover. You belong in that home by and by. You belong among the wildflowers. You belong somewhere close to me, far away from your trouble and worry. You belong somewhere you feel free. You belong somewhere you feel free. Hey, that was a lot of fun. I hope you guys had a good time. I know I sure did putting this all together. Special thank you to Amber Roselle for her leading Here Comes the Sun. And we'll be running again, up and running again the second Saturday in May. But I will be taking the next few months off as I have many, many things to work on, including the Ashokan Uke Fest at the end of May, the Midwest Uke Camp at the end of June, and Mighty Uke Day 11, can you believe it, 11, at the end of July. So stay tuned for info about all that. As things develop, our web pages and that will be updated. And Dave Paysant will be taking over for the next few months, as he does every summer. So make sure you get signed up on our Laugh Groups page so you have access to all the up-to-date information. I know he's trying to plan on having some things in person and some things streamed. So make sure you sign up on our Laugh Groups page so you don't miss any of the fun this summer. All right. Thank you. It's been fun. We'll see you again in the fall. Bye-bye. You belong among the wildflowers. You belong in a boat out at sea. Sail away to Take 92.